Finally, a couple of things, Tony. Look into your crystal ball. What does the transportation world look like 2 decades out, 50 years out?
Oh, geez. 50 years, forget it. I've learned that technology has been changing and accelerating its change since I've been a kid. So I can't even predict what it's going to look 50 years. 10 years, I hate to do predictions, but look, I think we're going to see a much more multimodal kind of way we get around. 2, 3, and 4 wheels. I'm not so sure about flying cars. I think they're big boy toys. They might be good for emergency services and certain things, but I really don't believe in this whole EV toll thing. I think it's just a bunch of rich guys trying to, one up each other at the bar. But I do think micro mobility, medium mobility, and cars are all going to change. Buses, we're going to see smaller shuttles. We're going to see urban centers change dramatically, like we're seeing in Paris, where cars or anything that is either autonomous or driven by a person are going to be speed limited. They're going to have congestion pricing. You're going to see that they can't have any pollution. We're going to see, charging networks that are going to be incredible, probably wireless charging networks in many respects. In just 10 years from now, we are going to see incredible new things. Like when I was at Goodwood this year, 1/3 of the cars on the racing up the hill were electric.
Yeah.
Like you would never, like, people are like, what?
Yes.
And everyone else is like, oh, I love hearing the sounds. And I'm like, Jesus, it's so much nicer. Like when I go to Formula E or I go to Goodwood and I can talk to people while we're, this, as opposed to yelling at each other and being worn out. So I think we're going to see less pollution in urban centers. We're going to see less noise in urban centers. We're going to see more noise restrictions. I think mobility is going to change dramatically, and you're going to see a lot less of the young youth buying cars, as we're already seeing. It's going to continue that way. And I think we're going to see revolutions from India, Southeast Asia, Africa, where the 2 and 3 wheelers are really taking off, electric, in China as well. That's it's going to move across the world in different continents, and we're going to see a lot more 2-wheelers and 3-wheelers, electric versions in these urban centers.